So we're fresh off your keynote at
Yes.
GAC. I mean, you're leading chants, you're asking people to stand up and wiggle. How do you bring so much enthusiasm, and what do you like kind of about talking to crowds like this?
Oh my goodness, it's my favorite part of what I do.
Yeah.
And it's really being able to share my authentic energy and seeing how that inspires the authenticity of another. And getting them, moving, and then those dance moves, and it just lights me up.
Yeah.
I mean, I've known for some years that this is what I'm meant to be doing. And every day, when I'm on stage, I'm lit up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you say the seat of choice, the
Yes.
driver's seat of change.
Yes.
Why is that important to be in charge of your life, I guess?
It's so important because when we're going through really big change, especially in our professional life, it can feel like the change is happening to us. We didn't ask for it. It's just walked in the door, popped us across the face. We're bleeding and we don't know why. And it can feel like our power has been stripped from us. Well, in this mindset, it puts you right back in that seat of choice. You do have the power to choose how you experience what's happening around you, how you can make it work for you. And so that's why it's so important to leave them in that seat of choice, because it is up to you how you experience the change.
And why don't we just kind of break down what that means a little bit? So you talk about changing your emotions. What emotions are those that many people feel with change that end up being flipped into the positive?
Yeah, most commonly, the signal emotions, what I call them, that really invite opportunity are fear, frustration, anger, anxiety, and grief or loss, which is honestly one that we don't talk about enough, I think, in the workplace. Because when you lose a job, when you perhaps are working for a new manager and you've lost the other one, there's grief that happens there. I know I felt grief when my company was acquired and I was in a different company. It's like I grieved what I knew, right? And so I think that's very real. But of course, all emotions are signals. They're all data. The gratitude, the enthusiasm, the excitement, the joy, all of it is data. And it's really up to you. How do you use it, right? It's information, guideposts, and ultimately energy. And it's infinite. Yeah.
And like you said, you've been doing this for a couple decades. I assume it's a lifelong pursuit and practice.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. And I will tell you, the mindset, 3 steps, it's very simple, right? The signal, the opportunity, choice. It is not easy. It's not easy, especially when you feel like you're being overwhelmed by those emotions. And so the more that you can practice it, rewiring the brain, the better and better you'll become at actually that emotional agility. Kudos to Dr. Susan David, who introduced emotional agility, but the quicker that emotional processing will happen.
Yep. So the people that you struck a chord with today and want to start practicing, what are a couple of things they can maybe do tonight or tomorrow to get this ball rolling?
Download the worksheet. Find your accountability partner over the next few days and begin practicing the mindset. I would also invite everyone to go to changeenthusiasmbook.com. You can actually download the first chapter of my book and also purchase it if you want to actually put it into practice, because it's very practical. There's a lot of worksheets, exercises in the book to help you in the journey as well.